Hello, YouTube. One of my earlier videos, I I mentioned the reticular activating system, and I thought I'd go over a little bit more information in depth. Um, Interesting thing is the reticular activating system. When you look it up on Google, of course, it says is a network of neurons located in the brainstem that project anteriorly to the hypothalamus to mediate behavior, as well as both posteriorly to the thalamus and directly to the cortex for activation of awake, desynchronized cortical EEG patterns. Now that is a heck of a definition, isn't it? I kind of like the law of attraction definition a little better. I just watched a TED Talk with a gentleman named Blaine Oakler, and I might have that name wrong. But anyway, it was really, really interesting, and I'm going to put a link to it down below. So if you don't want to listen to me, or if you don't believe what I'm saying, you can listen to other people. There's a lot going on right now, guys. There's a whole bunch of information that's been put out to people that would normally never see it, and changes are afoot. I promise you. It says the reticular activating system enables the law of attraction. You are what you believe yourself to be. This is very exciting because it means if you get your thinking correctly aligned, you are practically limitless. That's a little bit different than the other explanation or the other definition, right? And honestly, to me, it's funny. I think the example that I used in the video that I just put out was how when I'm working a job that I decide I don't like, it's only a matter of time before it's done. I mean, especially if I've put any more thought into it than just I don't like the job, because that happens all the time. But when you start thinking about how you want to be someplace else, you are going to end up someplace else. It's just how it works. Now, think about all of the things that you've probably heard and read over the years, and for me, it's been kind of like something that I never really thought that much about, including just the word law of attraction. That was something that was taught to me in like sixth or seventh grade, and it was just one of those definitions to the answer with a line from the definition to the answer, or the answer to the definition, that said like attracts like, and that's it. They left it at that. There's a lot more to it, obviously, and when you think about it, like attracts like. I mean, that just opens up a whole, I want to say load, but it's I'll tell you what, it just opens up a whole bunch of information, and the fact that a placebo exists, it kind of throws everything out the water as far as I'm concerned. If your mind is that powerful, then we've been led astray. Sorry, guys, but we've been led astray. Anyway, so basically, it's interesting because on the video that I did with about my jobs, I put what you think about, you bring about, and that Blaine Oakler, he talks about he had mentioned what it was, what WYTAYBA, something like that, right? So anyway, but it's what you think about, you bring about. It's interesting because I just wrote that on there, not thinking anything of it, and then it was what he was talking about in the TED Talks. TEDx talks are are on every topic imaginable, and law of attraction is no different. In fact, it's probably one of the most important at the moment. So anyway, the reticular activating system is what I just told you, and basically, when you start, like, say you decide you want a certain car, and you start thinking about that car, well, pretty soon you're going to see that car everywhere you go. That's another example of your reticular active activating system. Oh my gosh. I guess it's later than I thought. I've been making music all day today, so my brain is a little bit on the airy side because it's what I love to do. Anyway, if you have any questions, you know what? Look on here. The reticular activating system is nothing new, and there's so many people. Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about it a lot. Just about every law of attraction guru out there, if you want to call them gurus, they speak about it a lot. And of course, they're reading it out of the internet just like I am. And you can do the same, but you can go and look deeper. Just have an open mind about it. But really, more than anything, it's just the fact that it exists, the fact that there is a placebo effect, the fact that it's just kind of happening all over the place. People are coming out of the woodwork saying, I won the lottery because I visualized it. I personally, a lot of things have happened for me, and one of them was putting my band back together. And unfortunately, after the whole COVID thing happened, the tours and the different concert that we were supposed to play, festivals and whatnot, got canceled, and so my band is not together at the moment. But I'm very, very excited for it to come back together again. At least for a little while. Anyway, if you liked this at all, if you got anything from it, go ahead and hit the blah and the blah. And I'm just not saying those words anymore, man. You get it everywhere, and it gets to be kind of old. Anyway, I don't know you, but I love you. Hope you're vibing high. I'm vibing high, but I'm starting to get to where I'm tired. So you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day wherever you are, and you know what you think about, you bring about. Just think about that. All right. Don't ignore it, and do what you can. Take action, because when your brain tells you to do something, you kind of should just do it. I'm horrible at that, and so I understand if it's not that easy. Anyway, you take care of yourself. Peace.